funny!
Yes!
Banjo-Kazooie!
Oh my god, a shark!
This is about as Halloweeny as I get. Yep, I'm Jontron.
What do you think about that, Bird?
It's not real! Welcome to the first ever Halloween special of the Completionist, where bears are never a problem. Unless you're a bear. Are you a bear? I'm a bear!
Banjo-Kazooie! You were the kid on the block that missed out if you didn't have this game. Back in the day, before Rare got bought by Microsoft to make games like this, Rare was one of the greatest gaming companies of our time. Donkey Kong Country is quite possibly one of the best franchises ever, and the jump from 16 to 64-bit was an amazing leap for Rare, let alone Nintendo.
But Beardman, how could Nintendo pass up on buying Rare? How could they let this happen? Connect Sports 2! I want to play it now! Connect Sports 2! My body is the controller!
Sometimes companies go through rough times and enter the dark times of financial crisis. In a day and age where big business is almost the only business, mergers and buyouts happen way too often. But let's not focus on the bad times that's in for Rare, and let's focus on the times that were once always awesome. Banjo-Kazooie is one of the first successful 3D platformers during the early era of the wars between Nintendo, Sega, and Sony. Licensed by Nintendo, Rare created the inseparable team of Banjo, a fun-loving bear who loves to play the banjo. Because the banjo is such a cool instrument. Not.
Please send all banjo complaints to P.O. Box 1138, not a fake city, not a fake state, not a fake country, not a fake postal code, what, Bears!
And then there's Banjo's sidekick Kazooie, who supposedly is a girl, but I think it's a guy.
I think it's a girl.
Boy.
Girl.
Boy.
Girl.
Boy.
Girl.
It's a boy.
Girl.
Greg, it's a boy.
Girl.
Boy. Boy.
It's a
It's
girl.
a boy. B-O-Y.
Woman.
It's a boy.
Female.
Boy.
Girl.
Banjo and his friends and family all live in a nice little mountain area with an evil witch for a neighbor, Gruntilda. Gruntilda is obsessed with looking young and beautiful as always, and she kidnaps Tootie, who is Banjo's sister. Without hesitation, Banjo-Kazooie set out on an epic quest to stop Gruntilda. Look at all them 64-bit graphics that are no longer 64-bit because I'm playing on the Xbox Arcade, but back in the day in the N64, which is a 64-bit system, the 64-bit graphics look great.
64!
Now, while this game came out, even though we had gems like Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time, Banjo-Kazooie had no problem holding its own on the market. Graphically, it's very impressive. This game has fantastic level designs. Levels like Bubblegloop Swamp, Rusty Bucket Bay, Freezeezy Peak, and even Mad Monster Mansion. And who could forget the original introduction level of Mumbo's Mountain? One classic staple of this game that everyone will remember is the fact that the characters didn't really talk, but rather, they made bizarre animal noises that were specific just to them. This is really cute for its time, and while it still is today, sometimes, after a while, it gets really annoying. Imagine this happened in real life. Bebo babo bo beep beep boo boo beep boo bop boo bebo boo babo beep boo bop boo boo bop boo bat boo 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 bop boo beep boo boo. Ba ba boo bat doo ba.
Why?
Just no!
It makes no sense!
None!
Stupid!
None at all!
Annoying!
Boring!
Not creative!
Annoying again!
Rare and their musical department go hand in hand. Anytime they've ever outputted a game, their music has always matched it perfectly. And as a kid, you cannot deny the fact that you ran around singing the Gruntilda theme in the overworld, traveling from level to level. You control our heroes as they venture through Gruntilda's fortress, traveling through many different levels. From the get-go, you start off with bear abilities.
A bear joke!
That's honestly the best you can come up with.
A joke about bears!
Seriously?
They're majestic creatures? What do you want me to say?
As you play each level, one of Banjo's friends, Bottles the Mole, gives you several unique skills in order for you to progress. Whether it's doing awesome backflips, flying with Kazooie, these skills change the gaming dynamic. especially the Kazooie egg toss skill, which basically involves Kazooie magically ingesting blue eggs and vomiting them both orally and anally. Now, are these her kids that she's willfully killing, or do they belong to someone else?
Whose babies are these?
You have a life bar which consists of honeycomb pieces, because
Bears love honey. The main character is a bear. Bear! Rah!
and when you collect 6 golden honeycombs, 2 per level, your life bar goes up by 1.
Bears!
Besides Bottles, there's also Mumbo the Shaman, who if you give him Mumbo tokens, he'll give you powers to transform into a different animal that will help you progress throughout the level. On each level, a lot similar to that of Mario 64, you are to complete a task that will acquire you a jigsaw piece, or a jiggy as they're called.
Collect the puzzle pieces! Collect the puzzle pieces!
All the tasks are different on each level. Jiggies are either blatantly laid out to be collected, or you have to complete a task such as defeat a mini-boss, collect a certain number of items, or harass a camel, over and over and over and over. On each and every level, you also have your traditional jiggy pieces you get from saving the Jinjos. We stopped calling them Jinjos though. Instead, we call them Juntaos, which is the evil villain from the movie Rush Hour.
Jintao! Jintao! Jintao!
There's a total of 9 levels. Each level contains 10 jiggies, with 10 more being in the overworld for a total of 100. You need jiggies in order to open up levels. Although the game is not required to use all 100 jiggies, the Completionist bonus will discuss the benefits of having them all.
Jintao!
Also within each level, there are 100 musical notes in which you must collect in order to open sealed doorways in the overworld. Aside from the main cast, there's definitely a great list of secondary B characters that are there to fill in the gaps. Whether they're in a level, or they're on the outside in the overworld helping you out, these characters help fill in the atmosphere that much more. One enemy that will forever stay in my head is the transparent shark from Treasure Trove Cove and Rusty Bucket Bay. They even had this whole creepy Jaws theme playing when he showed up. You cannot deny the fact that you freaked out a little bit anytime he showed up. No, 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 no. Oh, look at that, he went away. Guess I'll just, oh no, 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 no! You've got all the jiggies, you've got all the notes, you've got all the honeycomb pieces. It's time to engage Gruntilda. Awesome! All you have to do is play this board game. This can actually be really fun or a pain in the ass. Before you engage the final fight against Gruntilda, you must travel against this board map and play mini-games that vary from trivia, mini-games from parts of the games, and much, much more. If you die, you need to start all the way back to the beginning of the board. Hooray for frustration! This bonus is short, sweet, and obvious. All you have to do is collect all the musical notes and the jiggy pieces in this game. Once you've done so, make sure you open all the note doors you can at the end of the game to get some awesome items. Max out your golden feathers and your blue eggs, and grab that upgrade of red double bar life. Once you've upgraded that, beat the game to unveil the secret ending. What is the secret ending? It's actually not too much really, just the fact that it shows you gameplay that is unavailable in this game, but rather it's available in the sequel Banjo-Tooie. These unlockables are called Stop and Swap, which was originally intended to be an incentive for you to purchase the next game in the series, and get it so you can unlock more content. Most of you who've played this game know what I'm talking about, the golden ice key or the several different secret eggs in the game. The weird thing is that these items are actually in Banjo-Kazooie, so how do you unlock them? The original idea was that you had to swap the cartridges to get them to work at the right time. Unfortunately, these things failed with the hardware of the Nintendo 64. Rare ended up turning this into a big conspiracy, making gamers wonder for the longest time. They even went so far as to make you spend a ridiculous amount of time and in-game currency in Banjo-Tooie. However, in the Xbox Live version of these games, they finally connected Stop and Swap together to be unlockable content
for a game that no one should ever play. Nuts and bolts.
Banjo-Kazooie is one of the best platformers of our time. It's great for both new gamers and old. With that in mind, this game gets my completionist ratings of finish it or complete it.
Complete it! Finish it!
This game gets 2 completionist ratings, the first being finish it, because from a normal gamer standpoint, it's definitely fun to plow through and beat the game just for fun. However, For a completionist rating, it's not really worth it for the average gamer. However, I love completing things, and it was definitely much more fun collecting everything there is to get. But at the same time, it's not really worth getting that bonus content for Banjo-Tooie and for Nuts and Bolts. But really ask yourself, is it worth 100% completing to unlock content for this game? Think about it. Really think. All jokes aside, this game is fantastic. It's one of the best to have in your library. It's available on Xbox Live Arcade, which is the gameplay I played for you guys today, and trust me, it's worth it. And if not, bears will eat you!
No, I'm not doing another bear joke. No. 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 No.
But...
No. No.
Come on!
No. Bears!
Yes! That's all the time we have for today, so please leave a negative or positive comment in the box below. I do read all of them, so please go ahead and feel free to do so. Also, please check out my Facebook page. It's facebook.com/thecompletionist. I have updates there all the time, every day. Contests are going to be coming in there next week. Next week, I do have a brand new contest for all of my Facebook viewers, as well as you guys. So please make sure you like my page so you can compete in the contest. Now, if you excuse me, Juntao!
金桃，金桃，金桃，金桃，金桃，金桃，金桃，金桃，金桃，金桃，金桃，金桃，金桃，金桃，金桃，金桃，金桃，金桃，金桃。